Xiaomi rolled out its highly anticipated sports electric vehicle YU7 in Beijing on Thursday. Analysts see the car as a rival to Tesla's best-selling Model Y, and it could further challenge Elon Musk's company in the world's largest auto market.
On the occasion of Xiaomi's 15th anniversary, CEO Lei Jun unveiled the company's first electric SUV, the new YU7, marking a significant milestone in its expansion into the automotive sector.
On the global battlefield of luxury automobiles, where Mercedes-Benz, Tesla, and BMW have long ruled with mechanical dominance and badge prestige, a new threat has emerged, not from Detroit or Stuttgart, but from Beijing's tech corridors. And its name is Xiaomi YU7.
The YU7 is a mid to large electric SUV built on Xiaomi's Modena platform, measuring 4,999 millimeters in length.
YU7 is not a concept. It's real. It's launching. And it's got one mission: to dominate. This is not just about cars. It's about who controls the future of mobility, who dictates the definition of luxury, and who captures the loyalty of the digital generation. The YU7 is no longer a product. It's a warning shot to the West, fired through steel, software, and speed. But is it that good? Let's find out. Xiaomi YU7 doesn't whisper luxury. It screams it, but in an unmistakably modern language. At first glance, the design draws immediate comparisons to the Ferrari Purosangue, particularly in its bold shoulder lines, fastback-inspired rear taper, and aggressively sporty stance. But, unlike Ferrari's muscle-bound, gas-powered beast, the YU7 is shaped by aerodynamics, not ego. The body is sculpted on the Modena platform, the same lightweight, high-strength chassis used in the SU7 sedan, but adapted for the elevated utility of an SUV. Its proportions are taut, not bulky, with a wide front that channels airflow and a sloping rear that increases both drag efficiency and aesthetic punch. Its flush door handles, narrow LED matrix headlights, and glossy metallic finish speak the design language of new wealth: youthful, tech-driven, and less obsessed with old-world ornamentation. Step inside, and the transformation continues. The cabin avoids wood grain and excessive chrome, favoring high-density recycled composites, Alcantara upholstery, and glass fiber inserts. A panoramic sunroof stretches across the ceiling, but it's not just glass, it's electrochromic, tinting automatically based on sunlight. The digital dashboard wraps around the driver like a cockpit, with 0 physical buttons, replaced by haptic touchpoints and eye-tracking menus. This is not just a reinterpretation of what an SUV should look like. It's a complete reinvention of what luxury feels like when it's designed by software engineers rather than legacy automakers. Beneath the sculpted skin of the YU7 lies a dual-motor, all-wheel drive electric powertrain designed to destroy preconceptions. While Xiaomi has yet to release final specs publicly, early tests from internal leaks suggest a 0 to 100 km/h time of under 4.2 seconds, placing it squarely between the Tesla Model Y performance and the Porsche Macan EV. But the magic isn't just in the acceleration. Xiaomi's motors are tuned not for raw thrust alone, but for real-time responsiveness using proprietary dynamic torque vectoring. On sharp curves, power shifts instantly between the wheels for surgical grip. In snow, it recalibrates within milliseconds thanks to Xiaomi's adaptive terrain sensing chip, the same silicon family used in its flagship phones. But now, repurposed to read road conditions, battery range is another battlefield Xiaomi is storming with precision. Industry insiders suggest the YU7 will house a 95 kWh solid-state battery, offering an NEDC estimated range of over 700 km on a single charge. But the innovation doesn't stop at capacity. Xiaomi's cooling tech, derived from its smartphone heat dissipation R&D, uses a vapor chamber system instead of traditional coolant lines, keeping thermal consistency across high-speed drives and fast-charging sessions. Regenerative braking is AI-controlled, varying strength automatically based on driving history and even location. If you're on your usual commute, The car adapts to maximize efficiency at your regular braking points. If you're on the highway, it eases off to simulate cruising glides. In essence, the YU7 doesn't just drive fast. It thinks fast. It adapts. It anticipates. This is what performance means when built by a tech company with no allegiance to outdated combustion traditions. Technology is where Xiaomi is most dangerous to its competitors. While legacy automakers are scrambling to retrofit their vehicles with digital features, Xiaomi is doing the opposite, starting with the tech and building a car around it. The YU7 runs on HyperOS Auto, an extension of Xiaomi's unified operating system that connects the car to your smartphone, your smart home, and your wearables, all in real time. The car knows when you wake up, when you leave home, and adjusts the cabin environment accordingly. If you're running late for work, it reroutes and sends a WhatsApp voice note on your behalf. If it's raining, it turns on the defogger and reduces ambient lighting to prevent visual glare. Inside, the center panel features a 17-inch QHD OLED display. But this isn't just for maps and music. It supports multi-window apps, video conferencing, and a real-time feed from Xiaomi's home cameras, allowing you to see who's at the door while stuck in traffic. The driver's HUD projects augmented reality navigation, turning streets and exits into 3D overlays on the windshield. Then comes autonomy. Xiaomi's autonomous suite, codenamed Project Surge, integrates 12 HD cameras, 5 radar systems, and a neural net trained on millions of Chinese urban driving scenarios. Unlike Western systems that often struggle in chaotic, high-density environments, Surge is trained for real-world chaos, from pedestrians with shopping carts to motorbikes riding the curb. Level 3 autonomy is expected at launch, with Level 4 ready by 2026 pending regulatory approval. This is not just tech in a car, it's a car as tech, the kind that makes you wonder why every other automaker feels so dumb. Xiaomi isn't experimenting. It's executing, and its goal is audacious: 100,000 YU7 orders before the end of 2025. For most car makers, that would be a 5-year rollout. For Xiaomi, it's a deadline. The company is leveraging its vast supply chain control, gained from years of producing smartphones and smart devices at scale. Its factories are already automated with AI-driven robotics. Its software is cloud-native and scalable. And its logistics network, including partnerships with major domestic dealers, is tuned for speed. Xiaomi isn't entering the EV race. It's integrating the car into a broader hardware-software ecosystem. Its pricing strategy is just as aggressive. The YU7 is expected to retail for 20 to 25% less than its Western counterparts with similar features. Not because it's cutting corners, but because Xiaomi controls costs from chip to chassis. Unlike Western companies that rely heavily on outsourced software and third-party vendors, Xiaomi builds its stack internally, slashing R&D timelines while increasing agility. Moreover, the YU7 taps into rising Chinese nationalism and the growing pride in local innovation. Buying Xiaomi is not just an economic decision, it's a cultural one. Consumers are shifting toward domestic brands not because they're cheaper, but because they're better. Xiaomi is offering the promise of the world-class performance, local language support, cultural understanding, and after-sales care from a company they already trust in their pockets and homes. This is how Xiaomi plans to dominate, not with advertising, but with ecosystem lock-in and unbeatable value. The Xiaomi YU7 is more than a car. It's a wake-up call to the West. For decades, Europe and America defined what luxury cars were supposed to be. Germany gave us precision. Italy gave us passion. The US gave us power. But China is now giving us something else: integration, intelligence, and access. The YU7 represents the rise of a new kind of luxury, one where status is measured not by leather stitching or hand-built engines, but by AI capabilities, energy efficiency, and how well your car syncs with your digital life. Western brands are in trouble not because they stopped innovating, but because they underestimated what a tech company with ambition and deep market understanding could build. And this disruption won't remain in China. Xiaomi has global ambitions. Southeast Asia, the Middle East, Eastern Europe, all regions where luxury EVs are priced out or unavailable. We'll soon find in the YU7 a legitimate alternative. Xiaomi isn't just exporting a product. It's exporting a philosophy of digital native mobility. This vehicle also redefines what it means to build a brand. Xiaomi didn't need decades of racing history, motorsport victories, or glossy dealership brochures. It needed data, design agility, consumer trust, and confidence in its engineering. The YU7 proves that the luxury car industry is no longer protected by heritage. It's vulnerable to innovation. This is not just an electric SUV. It's the opening salvo of a new industrial era, one where mobility, identity, and intelligence are fused into one, and where the future is no longer made in Stuttgart, but in Shenzhen. What do you think about this car? Is it any better than your favorite car? Let us know in the comment section. Is there anything you don't like about it? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: China's projects, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.